What's up, everybody? This is Jay, and welcome to At the Movies with Jay. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Please don't forget to click that like button, and also support me on Patreon and PayPal. The links is in the description box below. Now, what I'm going to do this summer is I'm going to go and review a bunch of movies at the movies and give you a review on what I think it is, and then I'll do some things that you miss in a different video. This time it's the Avengers Infinity War, and I gotta tell you, I'm gonna give this 5 Blu-rays, okay? That's how good it is. On the scale of 1 to 5, I'm gonna get 5 Blu-rays, okay? I was wondering how they're gonna put all these different characters together in one movie and make it work, and they had some that was missing, such as Hawkeye and Ant-Man. They weren't in the movie. They talk about it early in the movie, so it's no spoilers, but they did cram a lot of action and a lot of characters together in the movie, and they did a hell of a job. The one thing that they did is they kind of made it 2 different turfs that they were fighting on. They didn't just cram everybody on one side and line up like the Civil War and fight head to head, toe to toe. They had like a battle going on in space, and then they had a battle going on Earth, and it was all about Thanos trying to get the Infinity Stones, and he had a little crew of heavy hitters that was helping him out. It starts off in the beginning where it is continuing from Thor's last movie, Ragnarok, when Thor left on that ship in the end. Well, Thanos catches up with that ship, and he pretty much comes down and lays the smack down on their candy ass with his big glove, and you can see in the first few minutes he's not playing with nobody. He pretty much takes out a few people. I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to give any spoilers and to let you know what's going on, but yeah, he gets the Infinity Stone and it's on to the next one. Now, eventually we see, not too far beyond that, the Guardians of the Galaxy bump into Thor, literally. And so after they bump into Thor, everybody's admiring his beautiful body. Star-Lord's getting jealous. Next thing you know, because of what happened when Thanos and his crew of heavy hitters called Thor, the Hulk comes smashing down, and then we see Doctor Strange and Tony Stark, and now they are part of it now because the Hulk and Bruce Banner and all of them come together. Tony Stark is getting ready to get married to Pepper Potts, and so then we see Doctor Strange. He's the one that brought Tony Stark over to his place where they were, and so now, right when they were talking, then one of Thanos' heavy hitters came down, and he looked like Squidward from SpongeBob, and Tony Stark actually said that, so I can't take credit for it. But anyway, he is actually no joke. He was laying down some serious action, and he had one big Goliath with him that was taking things out, and the Hulk would have been a good match for him, but the Hulk wasn't ready for it for some reason. And so what we ended up seeing is the Hulk trying to get himself together, but then he had like a split personality, they made it seem like. And so Thanos' goons basically got a hold of Doc Strange, and then they took him away. But while they was taking him away, we saw Spider-Man and Iron Man catch a ride on their ship like a hitchhiker, and Spider-Man was about to be in trouble, but Iron Man finally gave him his new suit. It was kind of tight how he slid him the suit, and like it was straight from Men's Warehouse, and so he got him the suit, and they was on their way. But we saw that Doc Strange was in trouble. It was almost like death by 1,000 cuts. He had them all at needle point, like they was about to give him a crochet pin cushion from hell. And so pretty much they came and they tried to help him out and save the day. But the other thing is, because Thanos is trying to get all the Infinity Stones, the other Infinity Stone they tried to get was in Vision's forehead, like he was a Hindu. And so they tried to take his, dot out his head, but he was, lamping with Scarlet Witch somewhere laying low. And come to find out, while they were coming to get him and take him out, Captain America and his crew came and saved the day. And so now they still wanted from Captain America Civil War. They still actually are wanted. That's not been resolved, and so they needed a place to lay low and operate. And of course, they went to Wakanda because he made friends with Black Panther in Civil War. And so while they were doing that, Tony Stark was now in space, and he ended up hooking up with Star-Lord and his crew. And when Star-Lord was there with Thor, Thor split off with Rocket and Groot. And so now it was Star-Lord and the rest of the Guardians, and we saw Tony Stark, Spider-Man, and Doc Strange. And so now they all meeting up. So now they're in another planet in space, and they're getting ready to fight. And then lo and behold, here comes Thanos. Now Spider-Man, you can really see how strong he is, but that he was actually overmatched trying to fight with these big boys. And Thanos, man, he's a beast. He is not playing, okay? He's not playing with these dudes. And it's this one part where he like brings down like a moon or a planet, little baby planet or something. I don't know what it was, a big load of garbage. But he straight smacked Tony Stark with his ball, you know what I'm saying, with his balls. And they did have a special appearance from the midget dude from Game of Thrones, Peter Dinklage. I love him, he's a good actor. His name was Midget for short. No, I'm joking, it wasn't his name. But he actually was pretty big in this. It was kind of tight. He was a good actor. I love him as his characters. He's great. And also Tavon was in this. He had a short little scene. You know, he's the collector, and he had one of the stones. And because Thanos had a few stones by the time they came across T, you know, he was able to pull a trick on one of the Guardians, and it was pretty crucial what happened then. They also had a couple little flashback scenes in here. It showed how Gamora was his daughter. They showed how he pretty much adopted her, like a celebrity taking a Somali black kid and adopting him. He pretty much pulled one of those moves like he was Angelina Jolie or something. And when all of this was going on, coming towards the end, we saw the battle on Earth and we saw the battle in space. And the crew down in Wakanda, it was Captain America and Black Widow, and of course Black Panther was ready to fight like he was Huey Newton, ready to be down for the cause. And they had all the bald head chicks. We saw, if you all stayed and watched the end of Thor Ragnarok for the second trailer at the end of the credits, you would have saw that Bucky was in Wakanda getting repaired on his right arm. And so he was fighting with him. You see Black Panther called out for the charge. They was ready to whoop some booty. And one thing that they kind of show in the credits is like Hulk fighting with them and stuff. And it wasn't exactly that way. I mean, he was there fighting with them, but it wasn't in his usual form. They also had Falcon was there, because, you know, he's pretty much Captain America's boy. So wherever Cap go, he there, you know what I'm saying? Like he was his manservant or something, you know what I'm saying? He ready to hold down the fort for the Cap. And when this battle was going on, Wakanda technology was so advanced, they had a shield, like a dome over the whole area, and it was pretty much protecting them. But then they had these like monsters trying to get through, and so they had to like funnel them through. They had the Iron Man suit that was beating up Captain America, and the Hulk in Civil War. Somebody was controlling that, and it was pretty tight how that was working out. Thor, he kind of got his eye working again, like he took a stop at LensCrafters out in space, their space location. It's pretty tight how that all worked out, and who helped them and how it made it work. In the end, it was a pretty good movie, and it was very well put together how they had two fronts. They had the front in space with Thanos, and they had the front in Earth with Thanos' Goon Squad. And either way you look at it, they were both whooping butt. And Thanos did make a little stop on Earth, a little pit stop, stroll through. And as you see in the picture, he did kind of, you know, get what he wanted. But of course, the Avengers kind of made an impact. But the way that they wrote this is just very good. I mean, they didn't hold no punches. People that you know and love were killed, and a lot of people were not killed. And the ending, wow, what an ending. I mean, as soon as it ended, I wanted to stay and watch the next film, like, and they ain't even made it yet. This film only been out a day, and I just wanted them to go ahead and get to work on the next film because they left a huge cliffhanger. And last but not least, make sure you stay to the end of the credits. They kind of played you out and made sure that they didn't show extra scene until all the credits were pretty much shown. Normally they show the credits for a couple minutes, then they show a scene, and then they show the credits again, and then they show a scene. This time they didn't show anything until it was pretty much all said and done, and then they showed the scene. And that scene right there, it's a good one. It's nothing that's gonna blow you away, but it is very good and worth seeing. They let somebody make an appearance that wasn't pretty much in the show, in the movie, and so it's worth seeing. Anyway, again, I'm gonna give that 4 Blu-ray discs, which is 5 Blu-ray discs out of 10, my bad, which is top of the charts for my rating system, and it's definitely worth the visit at the movie theater. I went to go see it in 3D, and it was really put together well. It actually looked like 3D. It's not no cheap 3D movie. They put a lot of money and effort and work into this movie, and it shows. It's damn near the best Marvel movie ever made, and so yeah, it's really good. In the end, I hope y'all enjoyed my review of the movie without any spoilers. Check out my other video where I'm gonna show 5 things that you may have missed in the movie, and also I got another video where it's gonna give you spoilers on the movie, so check them out. In the end, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to support me on PayPal and Patreon, and I'll see you at the movies. Peace.